bullets in there?
Like a dime bag.
Alright. Guys. Alright. I looked at pictures from the director 4 years ago and compared them to pictures from now. Guys, I gotta be honest with you. I think we're dealing with the same guy here.
Wait a damn minute. Did you say he had to be dead?
Alright, let's just assume that maybe he didn't die right away. Maybe there was a ricochet from the MP5 that didn't kill him.
Wait, that can happen?
With forensics, anything can happen. Alright, look. Let's just assume that he didn't die. It's very possible that there could be a ricochet from a bouncing bullet that hit his skull in a non-life-threatening spot. Okay? And he could have just as easily had plastic surgery.
That's just fucking great.
Nathan, chill, man. That's how I help in it. Well, thank you for that revelation.
You're welcome.
Amy, do we got anything?
Alright, so in Dr. Himmon's report, there was one other person that we need to investigate. His name is David. So Gavin, you're gonna come with me and we are gonna go talk to him. Will, we're gonna drop you off at the train station. And Ethan, you're gonna go to the abandoned theater and to the suburbs where he was last seen. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
Let's go.
Dave Fulton, right?
David Fulton. Mr. Fulton? David? Open up, Federal Marshals!
Hi. Can I help you with something?
David Fulton?
Yes, that's definitely me.
Agent Mackenzie, this is my partner, Agent Kowalski. We are here on an ongoing matter.
Do you guys need something from me?
We would just like to ask you a couple of questions.
Do you guys have a warrant for that?
Do we need one?
I'm sorry, you guys can come on in. Got off on the wrong foot there.
Excuse me. Hey. Hi, my name's Will Bradley. I'm doing an ongoing investigation. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure, you can ask me anything, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been working here?
Oh, about like 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. 10 years. Perfect. What do you recall about the events of October 31st, 2011?
Yeah, that was the director, wasn't it? Are you here to ask me about him?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. I remember talking to police about him. They didn't believe me with the story I had. You know, I mean, when I talked to the director, they didn't
Wait. You talked to the director?
Yeah, I talked to him. Yeah, I remember that. And he was kind of a weird guy. I offered to help him get on the train with all his crap.
Crap?
Yeah, he had all these bags, like these military bags. He didn't really like me touching his stuff though, man. And I'll never forget that he had this weird limp.
What kind of limp?
You know, kind of like a pirate walk limp, like that.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that he had blood dripping down his leg from the same side, like coming from under his pants. I tried to offer him like a first aid kit or a joint to take the edge off, but
Alright.
he didn't like any of that, man.
That's real interesting. Alright. Well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
No problem.
Alright.
Oh yeah. He had like these brown briefcases too, and he would I had papers and pens and all this stuff. And I asked him what he did, and he said he was a teacher or something.
A teacher?
Yeah.
That's weird. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, if you have any other questions, I'm here from noon to midnight, Monday through Friday, okay?
That's good to know. Thank you very much.
All right, you have a good day, sir.
Thanks, you too.
Hey, Will, it's Ethan. So I talked to the realtor. His name is Jack, and he talked to Pavel way back in 2011, but he was going by the name Paul Robertson.
Paul? I thought his name was Pavel.
That's what I thought too. It could easily be a fake name, but when he came to the theater, he said his name was Paul.
Did he disclose any of this information with the sheriff's department?
Multiple times. They came to Jack during their initial investigation and subsequent follow-up the next year. He hasn't spoken to anyone since his return, but yeah, he said his name was Paul.
And he was just there to rent the place.
Yeah, give me a sec. I think I've got the original paperwork right here. Yeah, here it is. Everything is there from what he remembers. He said his name was Paul.
Robertson? From the college. Yeah. He was a suspect at one point.
Fuck, damn detectives. They were probably trying to cover this whole thing up after they discovered his body. Tried to keep everything quiet, so they said nothing. Yeah, that's right. It said he was a film instructor at Oakville's community, said he wanted to fix up the theater to show classic films to help bring back appreciation to the black and whites.
Fascinating. All right. We'll check out the college later. Meanwhile, I'll go back to the sheriff's station and try to dig up something more, okay?
You go ahead, please have a seat. I just got these couches from a guy in San Diego who said they were originally found this.
I hate to get to the point, Mr. Fulton, but time is really of the essence here. Where were you last night?
I was on that bar down on 4th, 76 in Shadow.
Yeah, you got any friends there that can back up your story? You know, your alibi?
Excuse me, what are you trying to get at?
I'm gonna make this real simple for you. We know you were part of the original director's gang. You know the director popped up recently. Now, what does that tell us?
What my partner is trying to say is that you're a person of interest in our investigation.
Yet, I think I'd like to have a lawyer present for this conversation.
Or I can just arrest you.
That's fine, Mr. Fulton, but please note this. It will just take one phone call to our superiors for both the warrant of your arrest and for the searching of this premises.
Dude, that's not necessary at all. I'll comply in any way possible with this investigation. Just apologies for the way that I've been acting. Like I said, I was out drinking last night with a few guys, and when you guys actually came knocking, I was sleeping, so I'm still a little bit hungover. You guys feel free to take a look around the house, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Fulton. My partner will go ahead and take a look around the place. I, however, would like to ask you a couple more questions.
That's absolutely fine with me. Just, I need to hit the can really quick. Could you excuse me for a moment?
Certainly.
Thanks.
What the hell was that?
I'm sorry, I got nervous. I've never done this before.
Wait, you haven't done this before?
Not on my own, no.
Great, that's just great. Take a look around the house. I'll look out back.
Alright, sounds good. Amy, get in here now!
Damn it.
He's getting away.
Under any circumstances, do not discharge your weapon. Let's go after him. You only use it under immediate danger. Gavin. Gavin.
Shit.
This is Agent Mackenzie. We need a bus now.
Hello? Wait, what? Okay, I'm on my way.
Thank you. We'll keep in contact.
Guys, what the hell happened?
David's dead.
What?
We found a victim in their garage. Her name is Lily Marquez, age 16. According to the paramedics, she was dehydrated and famished. They said she's been here for a couple of days, and she's pretty messed up, but she'll pull through.
Sick bastard that did this work. God knows how many power tools, kitchen cutlery, you name it, the fucker used it.
Good God. Amy, crime scene cleanup came by and cleaned up the area, right?
Yeah, why?
And you processed all evidence, weapons, and tools, correct?
Yeah, why?
And you got all the electronics, right?
Yeah.
Then what the hell is that?
It definitely wasn't on a minute ago.
So, you are the valiant detectives who are trying to stop my vision. Do not try wasting your time. You're far too late. I've been able to convince certain people that horror movies is not just a genre. It is life.
Amy, can you run a trace on this?
No, nuts. I can still hear you through the microphone, and I can still see you.
Shit.
So let me see. You two are federal marshals. It is so nice to finally make your acquaintance. And Ethan, it is so nice to see you again. Did they finally assign you another partner?
Listen, asshat.
Look, it's not a good time. Look, we don't want any more trouble, and we don't want people getting killed, and...
And what? You know that's the whole point of this thing, right?
What?
It's all part of the script. The death, destruction, and panic. All of it. Last time you only got a small dose. Now, you're about to see the second installment in this trilogy.
You fucking crazy mother...
Oh, quite the contrary, Marshal. I am completely and utterly sane. I just know exactly what I want this time, instead of winging it. As you know, in the sequel, all bets are off, and anyone can die. Despite everything I have explained thus far, I must admit that I was at a preponderance of exposition. And I had the epiphany that in order to finish my script and obtain final cut, I would need you. All of you. Myers had Dr. Loomis. Ghostface had Deputy Riley. Kruger had Lieutenant Thompson.
The fuck does this have to do with us? The fuck you going on about?
Don't you get it? All of you are my Ahabs. You would do everything in your power to stop me. Well, you know what? I encourage it. But heed this warning. I'm smarter than you. I will always be a few steps ahead of you. And I will not make the same mistakes as last time. You see, last time, I was using people who were willing. Volunteers. A capable crew, so to speak. This time, I am out to show that all of you are capable of seeing the beauty of horror. Take Max, for example. He didn't agree with me at first, but after turning his family into part of my movie, he began to see my vision. You have no idea what the people in this town are capable of. Happy hunting, detectives.
My friend?
Yeah, go for it.
Guys, check it out. Wow.
Thanks, man.
All right, so I did a little digging at the sheriff's station, and I realized something. All of the original gang members came from the same community college, specifically Oak Falls Community College.
Wait a second. So, the guy that I was talking to earlier, the guy who owned the original theater, you know, the MERS back in 2011, he said that Pavel was going under the name Paul Robertson. Said that he was working down at Oak Falls Community as a film instructor.
That can't be a coincidence.
Well, do you have the file on David still?
Yeah, right here.
Which is a bottomless pit of information.
You have no idea.
Says here that David went to Oak Falls Community College as well and was a film director.
Hey, you think that's something?
What, are you an idiot? Of course it is. Come on, let's go.
Look at this.
Guys, I'm going to the office. I'm gonna see if they have anything on the director's alias.
All right, sounds good.
All right, be careful, okay? Guys, so The people in this town are a bit on edge, and I know them very well. At the first sign of excitement, they'll freak out. So lose the holsters, please, okay?
Alright, you got it. Gavin, lose the badge, lose the holster, but make sure you have the gun ready.
Make sure this is where you can pull it easily, okay?
Any idea where we're looking for this guy?
No fucking idea. This is gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
God, we're never gonna find him.
Shit. My 5 or your 5?
Max.
Okay.
Found my buildings, you know, right away.
Is he gone?
He's out of sight.
Go, now.
This is the door.
You sure?
Yeah, he's in there. I see him.
Okay. Okay, both ready? Alright guys, single formation, call it Amy, on 3.
1, 2, 3.
U.S. Marshals, freeze!
Heads up!
I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it. It's you. What are you?
Guys, I found the case file on the... What's wrong? What the fuck happened?
We discovered a body. What? Her name was Carla. She was a student here.
They were taking their time. They were pulling her apart piece by piece. Still alive when I got here. Had a heart attack as soon as we got in the damn door.
When we went through the door, there were 2 of them, and we had to shoot them. That was the only way to stop them, and one of them was Max.
I assume the 2 you shot worked for the director?
Yeah, and we're assuming the unidentified hockey mask guy was Kevin. I mean, oh God.
No, and don't forget he recognized me.
What?
Why else do you think he would scream at me? I mean, some of the guys from 2011, the only thing that I can think of is they escaped custody and are back. I mean, as fucked up as it is, history's repeating itself.
Why you gotta tell us that shit? Yeah. Hey, you have more whiskey, buddy?
Oh. Damn. Amy? Amy, what's wrong?
Guys, I think you need to see this.
Oh, shit.
Most of you aren't genuine. Quite the contrary, actually. You think you can go around hiding behind the facades of life you so blatantly abuse.
Then again, some of your presumed facades are exactly who you are. You go around day by day holding the weight of your own faults without anyone thinking you're telling the truth. Jason never asked to be teased. Freddy never wanted to be burned. Jigsaw never planned on having cancer. And I never planned on putting into motion one of the biggest accomplishments of my career. I took inspiration from, shall you say, Michael Bay.
Now, I'm not the type to have interference, like last time.
Bitch. This is Agent Kowalski. Anyone there? Hey, I need you to evacuate the building right now. I don't have any time to fucking argue. Evacuate the building, now.
So I'm gonna make this very clear. Nobody will stand in the way of my achieving final cut. Nobody.
Guys, that video was seen by half the country like 45 minutes ago.
Oh.
Gavin, there's nothing you can do. We can't save everyone in the world.